Hey guys, so for today's topic, I thought I'd better find something that was hard hitting, break something down, make some people think, cause some controversy maybe, mix it up. And then as the title of the video suggests, I thought of the one topic that would be the hardest topic for me to talk about. See, it's easy for me to talk about all the negative aspects of my life, all the things that I hate that are going on with it, the mental illness, the screwed up cars, the lack of jobs, yada, yada, yada. But I thought, Mikey, grow some freaking balls and talk about the one topic you're afraid to talk about. So here we go. Possibly my hardest video topic ever. What could it be? Any of you that know me, when I tell you what it's going to be, are going to know that this is extremely difficult for me. Today's topic, 8 things that I love about myself. As I said, any of you that know me know this could be a monumental task. And just to let you know, I have not rehearsed this. I have not really thought about this. I wanted to shoot from the hip when I did this and see where it goes. I don't know if I'm going to start crying. I don't know if I'll be able to do it in 2 minutes or if it's going to take me 20 minutes. There might be some uncomfortable silence. Maybe I can't even do it, but I'm going to give it a shot. And I would hope all of you would give something like this a shot yourself. So if it gets quiet for a minute, bear with me. Maybe I'll choke down some tears. Maybe I won't. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to be 110% honest with you. I don't know what's going to happen. I may breeze through this. I got a feeling I probably won't. Because, as I said, if any of you out there know anything about me, if you've watched my videos, I don't tend to have a lot of love for myself. In fact, most of the time I hate myself. So, number 1, I'll start with an easy one. I love that I have an analytical mind. I love that I can break things down, that I can dig down and get to the truth of things. My analytical powers probably come from my bipolar, which is a great cause of weakness for me, but it also may be a superpower. So I love my ability to be an analytical thinker, number 1, and I better use fingers or I'll get off track. Number 1. Number 2 thing I love about myself, probably my greatest strength. I have amazing amounts of empathy for other people. I remember when I was a kid, I went to high school with this guy. Everybody picked on him. Everybody's mean to him. He was a little different. He was poor. He couldn't dress well. He kind of stunk a lot of the time. But I'll never forget how I befriended him. But the one time I slipped up. The one time I was in an art class. I'll never forget. I was in with a couple other kids I knew in there I didn't really even like, which was the weird thing. I didn't even need to impress them. But I remember I went on their side one day And I made fun of this poor kid with him. And I'll never forget what he said to me after. And I've learned from it. I'm already getting emotional. He said to me, Mike, I thought you were my friend. And it got me thinking. I've thought a lot since. What did I mean to him? I'd imagine he was going home every day telling his mom, I have one friend at school, I have one friend, I have one guy that stands up for me and likes me, talks to me and hangs out with me. And I let him down one time. But this is about what I love about myself. Because I learned from that one time. And I've tried not to let it happen ever since. And that was 30 years ago. I saw him again probably 8 years ago and said, hey man, how you doing? What's up? He looked like he's still having an extremely difficult life. But I kind of, in a small way, made up with him over it. But I've had empathy for people throughout my life. I remember when me and my dad used to go out and visit people for our church. We were called home teachers. We'd go out and see mostly inactive people to bring the gospel to them so they could hear the word of the Lord every now and then. Guys, I was going out with my dad and talking to 80, 90-year-old people when I was 14 years old. I could feel the emotion, the love, the empathy I had for them. I remember when one of the guys died. There was such a bond there that the family asked my father to give the eulogy and asked me to give a prayer. It was beautiful. I have empathy for so many people, for my kids. I feel bad for them when things go wrong. I hate it. With empathy, for me, comes a lot of guilt, but that's not what we're talking about today. Big thing with your boy here is that even though I act like a tough nut most of the time, I'm all mushy inside. I've got a lot of spirit, a lot of love for the world. Me and the wife, some of my friends used to talk about this back in the day. You know who you are. Sometimes I feel the weight of the world on my shoulders. Empathy can be a tough sucker to deal with, but somebody has to do it, and I'm willing to do it. So there's that. Number 3. I'm still here. Let's throw that one out there. With the statistics of mental illness and bipolar to a large degree, a lot of us don't make it very long. The thing I love about myself is I'm still here for my wife and my kids. A great love for them. One experience where I was near suicidal, almost went into the mental institute, but I cleared that up, and I love the fact that I will, I think, never do that. Number 4, something I majorly love about myself is I feel I'm a child of God, and I feel like I love my Heavenly Father and Savior, Jesus. I have a deep seated love for the atonement and for all the things that They did for me. I love the fact that I look forward to the future, not this life's future. That is not a love for me necessarily. My love comes in the afterlife because I have a feeling I know what's going to happen there, and I'm going to blossom so far beyond what I am. So I love that I have a love for the things I believe in. Number 4, or number 5. I love that I have love for my kids and my wife. I have such a deep love for them that they could never know how much I love them. I love that I would do anything for them. Number 6, I love the fact that I'm a great father. I love the fact that I take pride in my kids, enjoying them. Not sure I love myself for my wife because I put her through a lot of crap. I feel guilty mostly about things with my wife, but I do love the fact that I still love her after all these years, because I've had a lot of experiences where my mind has tried to take me away from her. But I've always stayed and been strong. Number 7, maybe I'm going to get through this. I love the fact that I keep battling on through all the disappointments. I love the fact that about myself that I have a knowledge that things will happen the way they're supposed to. But in the grand scheme of things, it's what it is. It's something for me to deal with. Number 8, I love about myself that I am extremely loyal to my friends. Now, when I'm telling you about what I love about myself, these are my feelings toward myself. Some people may not agree. Some people may not think that I am completely loyal to my friends, but I am. I always have been. I've been hurt many, many times. But I can honestly say, as of myself, I am extremely loyal to my friends. And that, to me, is huge. Those are my 8 loves for myself. Now comes the bonus question, and it's the one I have the hardest time with. Do I love myself? Wow. There are so many feelings that come to the forefront when I think of this. Because after the 8 ways I love myself, there's hundreds where I hate myself. hundreds where I feel guilty about everything. There's hundreds where my mind makes things in such a way that I don't always know what's going on. But the scariest part is I always think I do. Do I love myself? In the grand scheme of things, I'd have to say I do. I'm still here. I love my kids, I love my wife, I love my family. I love myself enough to stay here for them. But do I stay here for myself? That's a question I ponder all the time. So many times in the past, I have said, and you can watch my videos and see, that I'm here for my kids, or I'm here for my wife and kids. As if for myself, I don't really care. Is that 100% true? It's so hard to say because let me explain my rationale. You see, I'm not so sure whether I love myself now matters as much as am I going to love myself in the future, my next life. See, guys, I've talked about this a little bit before, but I'll reiterate what I've said. I feel like I am bound for wonderful and great things in the next life. Most of it's because this is going to be clear. It's not going to be half a brain ran by a half-broken hamster wheel with a fat, overweight hamster trying to run the show. It's going to be the latest technology with the most healthy, joyful mouse running on the wheel. And he's never going to get old or tired. The wheel's never going to break down again. See, I feel in the next life, my body is going to be made whole. I'm going to be able to do all the things I want to do. All the things I want to do. There are so many things I want to do in this life I just can't do. So many things that make me not love myself in this life that aren't going to be a barrier in the next life. People say, Mikey, don't put it off now for what can happen in the future. I say, easy for you to say. A lot of the time here, I'm struggling to live. But I don't want to get off on some tangents with this video. It wasn't my intention. This video is about loving myself. And the essential question, do I love myself? I think I do enough at this point. And that's all I can give you, mentally ill style, 110%. We're going to leave it there. I hope you all have been thinking about your own life and yourself. Do you love yourself? Why do you love yourself? Maybe it's some things to ponder. All right, guys. Talk to you next time.